up high because it is hot in this car. So if you hear it, I apologize. I hope it's not overstimulating you. Anywho, I am not here with the book update, not just yet. I will tell you guys that I am almost finished with Adulthood Rights, and I am in the middle of 2 books that I low-key think I'm about to DNF. But that's not what we're talking about right now. We're gonna get into that a little later. I'm out right now running some errands. I just came from Home Depot because me and you, we got a DIY project. I'm trying to get our balcony together. I just got 2 chairs and like a little table. It needs to be revamped because it's real rusty. The paint is like chipping and stuff. So we just left Home Depot. I got I'm not gonna show y'all because I don't feel like reaching in the bag. I got 3 cans of spray paint. We're gonna do black, like a glossy back. We're gonna do like a glossy back. What the hell, why can't I speak? We're going to do a glossy black color. I also got, look at this baby, y'all. So I am going to be planting some fruits and vegetables on the balcony as well. So I got an heirloom tomato. Look at her. This is the only one that we're getting already planted. All the other stuff that we're going to be planting, we're going to start it from the seed, which is going to be an experiment in itself, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. You're going to be right there with me. We're going to do cucumbers. We're going to do peppers, onions, spinach. Well, I'm not too sure about the onion, but I know we're gonna do the spinach, and I also have some blueberries that we're gonna try to grow. They had a strawberry plant, y'all, and I was about to get it, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go crazy. I came in here to try to get the heirloom tomato. Last year I grew tomatoes and a pepper, but the tomatoes were like the little cherry ones, so the heirloom tomato is bigger, right? So I'm so excited to see where our journey goes from here because, you know, not only am I a book girly, but I'm a garden girly. Well, I'm trying to be. No, I'm not trying to be. I am being. This girl right here, I'm so happy. I just prayed over her and I was talking to her, and she's going to ride in the front seat with me. Just left Home Depot, so I have to go to Whole Foods and to Stop and Shop. So we're about to do some B-roll, and I'm going to chat back with you when we get to the house.
Beach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby. Girl, you know what? Never mind. Look what you started. Girls wanna
They wanna party. So this is what we working with, y'all. This is the chairs and the table. So as y'all can see, like I said, it need a lot of work, girl. The whole balcony in itself is just a mess out here, but I can't wait to get it together so we can sit out here and enjoy the nice weather. These are my plants from last year. As you can tell, they're dead. This is my little green wall. It's a little ghetto because if you see up there, you can see I had those white things, but it just wasn't sticking. So now I have to I have to like fold it over so that it could stay, so then it just be like this part. Like I said, it's a little ghetto, but you know, you do what you gotta do and you improvise. So yeah, this is the before. So we got about 25 pages left in Adulthood Rights. This is the second book in the Lilith's Brood series. Do I have 25 pages left? Yeah, I think it's about like 25 pages left. Anyway, this is the second book in the Lilith Brood series by Octavia E. Butler. The first book is Dawn. If you watched my last vlog, you know that I ended that vlog off talking about this series, but just to reiterate, the first book is like a post-apocalyptic world. Our main character is Lilith, and she wakes up on this alien ship. These aliens decided to save as many humans as they possibly could, and now the aliens are looking to rebuild and repopulate the earth, but they don't want the humans to repopulate the earth on their own. Their goal is to mate with them and create a new species. The whole concept of this book is very weird. Octavia E. Butler's mind with this book, especially the whole alien population and how they work, what their culture is, how they move. They're very intelligent creatures, but they believe that the humans are too smart for their own good, too smart that they're dumb. So that's the main reason why they don't want them to repopulate the earth on their own, because they feel like we have this hierarchy gene, which eventually we just destroy ourselves. Second one is years later. This one follows Akin, who is Lilith's son. Now Akin is the first male construct. Akin is very advanced and intelligent. As a baby, he looks like a regular human. As he grows older, though, he is going to go through metamorphosis and change into look like how the Oankali's look. Right now, the only thing that's really different about him is his tongue, and he uses his tongue to like study DNA and eat things and know the difference between poison and all of this stuff. This baby was 9 months old, having whole conversations like how me and you chatting right now. That's how he was talking. He remembers in great detail, like being in the womb of his mother. He remembers the birth process and the pain that he felt. Akin eventually gets kidnapped by the resistors. The resistors are people, humans that don't want anything to do with the Oankali, so they don't go and do their own thing. They are sterile, so they cannot reproduce on their own, and they're kind of going instinct. They be stealing like the Oankali babies, you know, because they still have a need to recreate, and being that they can't, they just be wanting some type of family. So Akin gets stolen. He becomes a part of the human population. He begins to like realize their culture and how they live and why they don't want anything to do with the Oankali. And then from there, we kind of just watch Akin have this internal battle with his human side and his Oankali side, knowing why the Oankali do what they do, but then also realizing why the humans want to be resistors, why they feel that they should have the right to have babies. They should have the right to, if we're gonna destroy ourselves, ultimately as human beings, we should have that right and no one should take that autonomy from us. So that's where we are now. So let's finish this up. It is a new day. So we did finish Adulthood Rights yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I will say though, I'm not 100% happy with the way that this one ended, because while Amago is a continuation of this one, it's not a direct continuation. So we don't get to see, I don't know if I told you guys yesterday, but Akin eventually tries to convince the Oankali to let the human move to a different planet so that they can start their own civilization there. So he kind of like sparks up a plan and try to get all the resistors to go along with it so that they can get to Mars. And when they go to Mars, the Oankali will restore their ability to have kids. However, we don't get the journey of them going to Mars in this book. It's just the idea being presented. Actually, let me just tell you guys how it ends. They headed north toward the river. There, they would turn east toward Lo. In less time than they probably realized, some of them will be aboard shuttles headed for Mars, there to watch the changes begin and be witnesses for their people. He was perhaps the last to see the smoke cloud behind them and Phoenix still burning. That's it. So we don't get to see them go to Mars. And I thought that this one would be like, you know, that journey. But this one has a whole new antagonist. His name is Jodas. And this is centuries later. So the whole civilization has already been moved to Mars. That kind of sucks just a little bit, because I would have loved to see that actually take place, but it's up to imagination, and clearly he did achieve it. However, I did start this one. I am on chapter 3, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying Jodas. I keep calling him Jonah, but his name is Jodas, Jodahs. I'm really enjoying this one. He is another male construct, just like Akin was. I told you before that Akin is the first male construct. He's kind of like an experiment, because the Oankali believe that the male human species they have a stronger hierarchy rate that they claim that the humans have. So they're a little skeptical of making males as the construct. So Jonah seems like he is another male construct, but his metamorphosis is something completely different. He's turning into a Aloy. Okay, so in the Oankali, there are regular Oankalis that are kind of like male and female both together. It's very, very weird to explain, but the Aloy is no gender, and the Aloy are the main aliens that they use for mating. So when they mate, they have like two human parents, so they still have a male and a female, and then they have two Oankalis, which is like a male and a female, but then they have the Aloy, which is no sex, and the Aloy kind of like connects all of them together to reproduce. But Jonah is a construct of human and Oankali, and his metamorphosis is going to be a Aloy, which is something they were not planning for. Like, Aloys are only supposed to be strictly for the Oankali and not for the constructs. I'm still trying to understand it, but so far so good. I'm only on chapter 3. I do want to finish this today. I do have things to do. I need to go get my hair cut. I have an appointment at 11 o'clock, and I also need to get on the balcony. I want to start it today. My sander hasn't come yet, so that's kind of look at that bee. So that's kind of pushing me back. At least I can start to clean it up. I probably will plant the seeds today and also clean off the furniture. Hopefully the sander comes today. It was actually supposed to come 2 days ago, but it's a little loud out here. But we on the balcony. We about to get it started. The first thing that now it's windy. If the camera fall over, I would be pissed. The first thing that I want to get to is the green wall. I want to see if I could just tuck it up there. And I thought I was gonna want to listen to the audio for the book that we're reading, but I low-key think I want to listen to Drake. Let's get this thing started. So dirty. I need a mask. This is too dusty. Damn, I just put Vaseline on my lips. It's gonna be sticking. I hate that. All right, I'm going in.
You know how I spend in Nico USDO when I get too crazy. Had a little baddie.
It's not stable at all. It is not about to stay up there. The strong wind come, girl. It's down. But as of right now, it looks fine, right?
You know me, and you knew me back then, and you know how it goes when I see you again. You know I'm making my way to your hands, and you know I need to be there for me.
All right, y'all, so I finished up trying to get it as organized as possible. There's still more stuff that I need to do, but for right now, we have to replant the tomato. Looking a little dry, and I want to get her in a bigger grow bag, so let's do that.
Ready up a cup, I'm on the no side. Text you, but I know you probably cross-eyed. Know I gotta come and check the whole man, baby. Hold tight. I just switched the city with the G-block stainers, and we got adopted by some free war strangers.
Tomato girl is planted. She's so cute. I can't wait to see what she does. I figured I'd just go ahead and plant my peppers. So we got the peppers. Now I just read the instructions, right? And it says that I'm supposed to plant 2 seeds every 18 inches. Baby, ain't no 2 seeds every 18 inches. I think I'm just gonna do what I want to do and see how it works, you know?
Outside of the things that would cause you to judge. Outside of
the peppers are planted. They do good. I'm gonna pray over them. Father God, I'm sowing some seeds. I ask that you watch over them and you help them grow to be big and strong. Give me the guidance and the patience and a beautiful green thumb. I ask that everything I plant this spring grows into something beautiful for me and my family to nourish our bodies. I ask for your favor over the food that I'm growing in my garden, Lord. I ask that your presence be known. I ask that you give it the right amount of sunlight, the right amount of rainwater. Little peppers grow and be strong, okay? I know I didn't follow the directions, but we got God on our side and He's gonna do us right. I believe, you believe. Thank you. Thank you, Father God. Amen. Our first 2 vegetables are planted. There's our tomato girl. Here's our peppers. This is what we're looking like right now. We got the wall up. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up using the rest of the dirt once I plant the rest of the stuff, so those bags will be out the way. I'm going to have to sweep up again because I moved kind of backwards. I swept everything up and then I did the planting, which got dirt everywhere. I think it looks a lot better. The full vision is not complete yet. So far, so good, friend. Now I'm about to go get myself in the shower.
left your mark on me. It's really been showing. The whole world keeps going, world keeps going. You said the cause of feeling left, and you didn't know it. The whole world keeps going, world keeps going. You moved the deepest part of me, played it how it's supposed to be. The world keeps going, world keeps going. Still the world going on and on. You always been my favorite song.
It's about to get real, y'all. We have finally finished The Balcony, and we finished the last book in the Lilith Brew series. I think The Balcony came out so good. I love it so much. I did a really good job with the chairs. I love our garden area. I'm about to be out here feeling like Jody Mama. If you know, you know. We're gonna be out here so much this summer reading our books. I'm gonna get some lights, some mood lights, so at nighttime I could come out here a little drinky drink, or in the morning with my coffee, my fruit bowls. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. We also finished the last book in the Lilith Brew series, and I'm really excited about this too, because one of my goals has been to finish series that I'm in the middle of. So we're on the road to success. All right, overall this one right here was my favorite one, even though I enjoyed the rest of them. But I really enjoyed Jodah's character. I'll keep wanting to call him Jonah. I really enjoyed Jodah's character development, him being the first construct, Aloy, and him dealing with that and coming into himself. I enjoyed the journey of him finding his mate. Overall, if I had to describe this series in one word, I would say futuristic. Honestly, I can't even describe it in one word, but it is very futuristic. It is very weird, okay? I said this before earlier, but Octavia E. Butler's her mind, very beautiful, because the way that she created this world and the Owen Kali civilization, which are the aliens, just how she made them so intriguing and complex, how they operate, how they think, how they mate with the humans. Just the whole world in itself is something to think about. Definitely want to give her props on that, because she really put in work with this series. The relationship between the Owen Kali and the humans can be very controversial, because on one hand you can feel like that they saved humanity, which they did. The world was being destroyed, and if they would have left the humans that they saved there, the humans would have died, right? So they did save them. But then on the other hand, you kind of look at how the humans have to live now, and even though they're happy and you can say that they're choosing to be with the Owen Kali, the humans that don't want to be with them, they took their right to have babies away from them. And it's so interesting, because the Owen Kali have this idea that the humans have this hierarchy trait, and that's ultimately the trait that, like, our intelligence mixed with a hierarchy trait is what ultimately leads to our demise, which, you know, I kind of agree with. But while they're saying that, they're also putting themselves kind of at a higher standard than the humans, because it's like, if you don't want to mate with us, you can go do your own thing, but you're not going to be able to reproduce, right? You get what I'm saying? Eventually, when a kin comes along, he decides, you know what, I think that we should give the humans the right that if they don't want to mate with us, they should be able to have babies. They can't do it here on Earth because it's our shit, but maybe we can send them to Mars to start their own population. So just that whole idea of things. And then also with the people that decide to stay with the Owen Kali, when they mate with them, the Owen Kali have to inject them with their essence, or like their, I guess it's maybe like their sperm. I don't, y'all, it's so weird. They have this essence that they don't have to inject them, but just naturally when they mate together, when they come together, it's just a natural occurrence. But this substance kind of gets the humans addicted to their mates. So even though the human is still choosing to like, okay, I'm gonna be with the Oankali, there's still something that's happening that's kind of keeping them addicted to them. So it's really a battle of what's right, what's wrong, or I don't know. But honestly, if I was in this world, I probably would choose to be with the Oankali, because it's not like they're mean to them. They're not mean. They're not like abusing them or anything, and they're very smart. The way that they rebuilt the earth is like, baby, because y'all living good, honestly. Back to this one though. In this one, they found a civilization that kind of got away before, I guess, the Oankali was able to sterilize all the humans that wanted to be resistors. So they found this whole civilization of these people, but even though they're able to reproduce and have children, they are living like savages, and they're very diseased, because I'm guessing they didn't get cured, because the Oankali did cure all of the humans like from their disease when they was like studying them, studying their DNA, their biology. They cured them from all of their diseases and stuff. Oh, I'm all over the place, right? I thought something else I thought was really cool was that, so in humans, you know, like humans suffer from cancer, and it's a very toxic, deadly disease for us. For the Oankali, they found they cured the humans from this cancer, but then they also took it for themselves. That's something that they do too. Like, they trade with each other. That's what they call like their reproduction with them. They kind of give the humans Oankali abilities, but then they take human abilities for themselves too. But anyway, back to the cancer. The cancer is like a treasure for the Oankali. They use it. The cancer cells of the humans help the Oankali regenerate, and like all the powers and stuff that they have, it kind of helps them heal themselves. And I thought that was really cool, because if you know about cancer, like the cells, basically your body is just like mutating a whole bunch of cells. Like cells are reproducing too fast. So the fact that the Oankali was able to use it for regenerative purposes, and they just loved it so much, I thought that was interesting. And it also was another part in this one, right? And this one, again, when he is with the humans, he finds this kind of like this old trinket thing. It's like a Jesus plastic sculpture or whatever that the humans kind of have kept for themselves when the world was in good standing, when the earth was in good standing. And again, when he sees things and how he studies things, he does it with his tongue. So he licked it, and when I tell you, he started convulsing and vomiting, and it poisoned him so quickly because it was plastic. If you know anything about plastic is horrible. The microplastic, for not just the environment, but for us, and how microplastics are in everything. I have been trying to reduce my plastic intake. That's one of the reasons why I try to drink my water out of glass bottles and just go to like glass or wood or whatever. But I thought it just made me think about, you know, how she threw that in there, how devastating his reaction was. He has come into contact with poisonous things before and never had that type of reaction. So the fact that it was the plastic, he was even asking like, why do y'all even mess with this? Like, that is harmful. That is not good. And for us, the plastics don't have that immediate reaction on us. It's something that's like more prolonged. But I thought that was cool. But I'm gonna be quiet. I could go on and on and on. Overall, I think that this was a great series. The world was very interesting, very weird, but interesting, and I did enjoy it. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop this emoji so I know you made it all the way to the end with me. And if you did make it all the way to the end and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you go hit that subscribe button. Only if you're gonna come back and hang out with me some more. And to my subscribers that keep coming back, you already know we are a gang for life. I love you guys and appreciate you so much. I appreciate y'all time so much. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.